In today's video, we're taking you through an example of how making partial Roth conversions in relatively low tax years could potentially save you a lot of money in taxes over your lifetime, while simultaneously creating a tax-free pool of money for yourself. Hello everybody, and welcome to Wealth Matters for Physicians, powered by Altfest Personal Wealth Management, the channel that provides key investing and personal financial planning insights to physicians to help you optimize your finances and achieve your key life goals. My guest today is Steve Novak. Steve is a CPA, a CFP, and has an MBA from New York University. He's a senior financial advisor at Altfest Personal Wealth Management, where he advises physician clients in all areas of their personal finances with an expertise in tax-saving strategies. Well, thank you very much again, Steve, for being with us on Wealth Matters for Physicians.
Again, thank you for having me, Mike.
Excellent. So let's start talking about Roth conversions. First of all, just could you give a brief description of what a Roth conversion is and why it might be a good thing for physicians?
Sure. In general, Roth conversion beyond physicians, just anyone, is converting a 401k, an IRA, a traditional retirement account that you put pre-tax money into post-tax money. After the conversion, you will select a dollar amount, and in my example in a sec, I'll show you that, would move over to a Roth account. You'll pay tax on that money up front, but from that point forward, all earnings are tax-free, and there's no RMD requirements on that money from that point forward.
Right, so why would it matter, just thinking, devil's advocate for our physicians, why would it matter, like I'm paying taxes now or I pay taxes later? Why would a Roth conversions potentially be good for physicians who are usually making a lot of money?
Oh, typically we like to do these on years where you are earning a lower amount,
Right.
Maybe after you retire, before you start taking Social Security and your RMD. We're looking to take advantage of opportunities where we think your tax rate today is lower than your tax rate in the future.
Excellent, excellent. So I think you've got an excellent example of something that you've done for a physician, an analysis of a Roth conversion. Can you take us through that?
Sure. Can you please bring up the assumption slide? In this assumption slide that you're looking at, just for the scenario that we're discussing, we're starting off with a traditional IRA balance or 401k balance of $1 million. We're assuming an internal growth rate on the investments of about 7%. The current income is $250,000 for this physician with a growth rate of about 5% per year. And we're looking to have a retirement income of $150,000 after he does stop retiring. I failed to mention first, this client is 55 years old with the target retirement date of 65 with a life expectancy of 99. Please can you switch to the tax savings slide? On this slide, when you look at the blue lines, is the tax payments that you are paying for the Roth account. The yellow lines are the taxes you are paying for the traditional IRA account, with the traditional IRA without converting to the Roth. I'm sorry. So you can see in this one, from 66 to 70, we are taking out $100,000 a year for 5 years. So you see that the client is paying approximately 45% both city, state, and federal taxes on that money. And by doing that up front for the 5 years, then when you come to the RMD age, let's say it's 75, because this client will not have to take it until 75, anywhere past 2033, you'll see that the RMD tax payments are lower the whole way through. This is because you're going to be reducing the amount that you take out each year, because now the RMDs, or I should say the assets that are now in the Roth IRA accounts or the Roth 401k accounts, can stay there and not be part of the RMD calculation. The total taxes paid will save you approximately $500,000 between now and when you turn 99 years old. Now, how does that work or whatever? Let's go to the summary slide and we can discuss that in a little more detail. The total assets, so why are we doing this trade? That's the first thing as you see at the top of the page. The total assets, if you look, are both exactly the same at the end, $6.6 million. So why would you do this to save some money or not the money when your total account is the same? The difference is the conversion of what we have done with the nature of the assets. We've taken assets that would come out either to you or your heirs in a taxable version and now become tax-free. So your Roth balance, if you look at the traditional IRA balance, if you do the conversion, it's actually $600,000 lower. But when you look at the Roth IRA, I now have almost $2.9 million tax-free that you can take for yourself, or you can pass it along to your heirs, and a tax will never be paid on that money going forward. And the third bucket, that is money that you've taken from RMDs, not spent, and just reinvested in taxable investments. And you can see the differential there basically is the offset of the other ones of the Roth IRA. So the goal here is not necessarily to save a ton in taxes, while you will save some in taxes. It's really the biggest point goes on to the next generation or later on, where you've now taken almost $3 million that you will never have to pay taxes for.
Right. And Steve, when you say never pay taxes, right, never income taxes, right? But you
Income
may have to
taxes,
pay
right.
estate taxes depending on your situation.
That is correct.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you very much. I think this is a great example. And like we said, usually physicians are in high tax brackets, but we're always looking for our physician clients for tax opportunities when they're in temporary low tax brackets, so they can maximize that and grow that tax-free pool for the benefit of their spouses or their heirs. So this has been very, very helpful. Thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me today, Michael.
If you'd like to discuss the information explained in today's video, receive a complimentary analysis of your investment portfolio or retirement readiness, or discuss any of your other personal financial planning areas with an Altfest professional at no obligation, please contact my colleague Jesse Freeling at 212-796-8732, or by emailing Jesse at his email address, which is also in the description of today's video below. If you like today's video, please click the subscribe button below and hit the bell icon to receive notifications each time we release a new one. If you think a fellow physician would find this video interesting or useful, please share it with him or her to help them optimize their finances. Lastly, as always, if you have topics you'd like us to cover, like or dislike certain things that we're doing, or have any other feedback, we'd love to hear from you. So please share your comments in the comments section below. Well, that's all for now, physicians. Thank you very much for being with us in today's video, and I look forward to seeing you in our next one. Until then, be well, and remember to keep on optimizing your finances, or let us help you if you'd like.